the last thing I want to do is circle back to where we did at the beginning, which is to make it clear that a claim is off-putting. A fact, as accurate as it is boring, and a story is captivating. So you want to get into the story rather than the executive summary. Now, there's a lot more to get into in stories. And so one of the things you can do with a story is appeal to the senses. You may not have noticed it, but when in the beginning of my story, I said I walked down the hall. And when I did that, I moved my fingers as if I was walking down the hall. Any way you can involve the five senses. She smiled and nodded her head. You get a picture of what it was like to be in that room when she smiled and nodded her head. My stomach was in a knot. People know what that feels like. When people hear a story, there are things called, oh, now I'm going to forget, mirror neurons. And whatever it is that your mirror neurons are doing when you're telling a story, the person who's listening to you's mirror neurons will do exactly the same thing. That is the way the brain works. So it's an interesting thing to think about, adding things into your story which bring it alive emotionally, because it will bring it alive emotionally for your listener as well. So again, details make the story. One of our products, no, not one of our products, our high frequency modulator, or for a insider offices, you can add, that lets clients minimize high frequency interference. And then don't forget what went wrong, which I'm sure you won't at this point. And last but not least, practice. You don't have to have $1 million computer or great computer graphics stuff to make your story. Your smile, your sincerity, your enthusiasm, and what you do to practice will make the story as effective as it needs to be. You don't need to have 100 million people coming to see your movie on the first weekend. You just need to get the job. This will more than do that.